Hello, fellow traders. It's Ole Morris, and here with pre-weekly market analysis for the next week since it's on a weekend and the market is on a closure. So let's prepare for the next week, how the market will react. So let's dive into it. So as you see on my watch list, I only have euro pairs as the euro as the major pair. These are the pairs which looking to trade for the next week. So let me start with the euro UAD. So we're gonna have to do some top-down analysis, and when doing top-down analysis, you always start from the higher time frame. As you can see that the euro UAD on the monthly time frame, it has been trending up, where it has been making higher highs and higher lows. Okay, so on the monthly, you just have to see the trend, and it's on a bullish. So let me lower down to the weekly. So on the weekly, the market has been it's still on an uptrend, where it reacted to the where we had this recent break of structure over here. This was a break of structure to the upside, where the market came down after breaking structure. It moved with an impulsive candle to the upside, whereas the price had to come back to fill this imbalance inefficiency that price created when it moved, it plummeted up with an impulsive candle, where price also came back to completely filling the imbalance and reacting from those order block, that order block there, and after hitting that order block, price plummeted up. Price, you can see that price respected this order block, this weekly order block, and rose up, and we can see that price want to take out this buy side liquidity line on top there. So let's see how price reacted. Let's go to the daily time frame. So after tapping this order block, actually we can refine our order block. Let me delete this and refine it well, because this one is much clearer. It reacted from this daily order block after filling the imbalance, which after breaking this structure to the upside with an impulsive candle, price creating an inefficiency, a huge inefficiency. Price later came back to refill the inefficiency that's reacting from this daily order block, and reacted to the upside. So after what, let's see how price reacted to the order block. We can see here it gave us a stop point. After giving us a stop point, price went up to break structure to the upside. As it broke this structure to the upside, it broke it here. After breaking it, price came back and to react from this order block, and price later moved up. It broke structure to the upside, thus reacting, broke structure to the upside later, and it's barely filled this imbalance, but it plummeted up, thus breaking this structure to the upside, thus creating a break of structure to the upside. Yeah, the line may not be as perfect, but that's a break of structure, where price later came back to react from this order block, and we can see that price is clearly, it's respecting the order block. You can say so. We can see it's reacting, it's respecting this daily order block, and we can practically say that price will continue up to take out this buy side liquidity, this resting on top of that high. So yeah, to take that buy side liquidity. So let me lower down to my 4-hour time frame. So my bias, strictly bias, is on buys, because price is respecting the order blocks, the bullish order blocks, the bullish order blocks. So let me go down to my 4-hour time frame. Okay, let's see how it reacted from this order block, the daily order block. So we can see that price wiped out liquidity below these lows. You can see these lows over here. Price wiped out, did some stop punch so before plummeting up. Okay, after that we can see that price broke structure to the upside, broke this structure to the upside, and after breaking structure, price later came down to respect this order block. Let me mark it over here. It's this one, this order block over here, from there to there. So this is the order block I'm talking of, and after breaking structure to the upside to show the change of trend, that the trend is still bullish, price later came back to react from this week. These are rejection block over here, so it's another block in the lower time frame, maybe the 1 hour, which was greatly respected, and price after tapping it, price went up. Okay, so this is the last break of structure that you have in here, and we can say that that's the break of structure that we have in here, because at first after respecting this order block over here, which is represented by this large wick, so price tried to break this structure, to break the structure to the upside, but it failed. As we can see, this candle closed back with a wick, with a large wicks showing some rejections, and later on price plummeted up, thus breaking this structure, breaking the structure to the upside. We can see that price is on a reversal. This is because it came across this institutional zone. This order block here is the one which made price to, which made price to. You can see that after breaking the structure to the upside, the price later met with this 4-hour order block, and you can see it respected it massively, where price came back to fill this inefficiency. It left. You can see there is a gap between here, so we can see this imbalance over here. Price plummeted down to fill that imbalance, thus it's reacting from this order block over here. We can see that price is currently reacting from this order block over there. From this order block over here, after filling the inefficiency. So let's go to the 1 hour, and I'm anticipating that this order block will hold price to the upside, and I'm anticipating to buy EuroAud. I'm anticipating the euro to be stronger than the Australian dollar. So let me lower down to my 1 hour time frame, and I can see that price respected this, also the 1 hour order block. This 1 hour order block there, it respected it, and you can see price after tapping it, it plummeted up. Okay, so I may be looking for a zone to enter my buys, where my first take profit will be targeting these highs. They can see there is a lot of liquidity resting on those highs on top there, and my second take profit is to take out the previous high, this previous high the market had created here, if the market decides to go up. So this will be my zone, which I'll be looking to take my profits, but after I get the confirmation for the entry. So the first zone will be this one, this high, because I can see there is a lot of buy side liquidity resting on this top, and also there is buy side liquidity resting on the previous high. So let's see. Okay, let me lower down to the 1 hour time frame, so you can see that price sorry for that. We can see that price filled this in imbalance, and it's currently reacting from the 4-hour and the 1-hour order block. So let me lower down to my 15-minute time frame and see how price reacted from that 1-hour and the 4-hour order block. We can see that we had a stop hunt. We had this stop hunt. Let me mark it here. This is the stop hunt I'm talking about. You have that stop hunt. The lines, my trend lines are not quite really good, and but yeah, it's marking. I'm marking. It's because I'm using my phone to do the analysis. So that's the stop hunt we had there. After that stop hunt, we had this break of structure to the upside. After this break of structure, sorry, let me. This was the stop hunt I'm talking about. And then after this stop hunt, my price later went up, plummeted up. That's reacting from that's breaking structure to the upside, where price later came back to react from this rejection line, let me say order block, this 15-minute order block, and price later plummeted up. That's breaking this structure to the upside. So let me share a zone which I'm looking to. I'm anticipating to take my buys. So this will be my zone. Yeah, on this large wick over here, this will be the zone which I'll be looking to take my buys if market drops down to it. And this because you can see there's sell side liquidity lying down below these lows, and below we have an imbalance. We have this imbalance also. So we have liquidity, and you can see there's like a tiny imbalance, though it's an imbalance though, and we have liquidity. So I'm anticipating the price to drop to this zone. After dropping to this zone, and I'm anticipating to take my buys. So this is my technical analysis about this pair. For the technical analysis, I'm anticipating to take these buys on that zone, and then wait to take my first take profit will be above this zone, because there's a lot of sell side liquidity resting about this high. So to confirm, to affirm that my buyers also, to support my buyers, to support my technical analysis buyers, we can see that. Let me tilt my phone. Okay, let me switch out. Let me go to the quote report. So I want to support my technical analysis buyers with the quote report. Okay, with the quote report. Let me switch off the data. So we can see the quote report for the currencies on July 15th. The quote report for the July 15th. We can see that that is the EuroAud. So let's look at the euro. The euro on the previous week, like the large speculators, the market movers, increased their position from 120k to 128k. That's showing that they are long for buys on the euro. So they have increased their position on the euro. And for the AUD, they have they are weakening the AUD, where they removed they created a weakness on AUD, where at the previous week we are at negative 74,314, where as for July 15th, for the last week quote report, we can see that the AUD right now is currently sitting at the negative 74,919. So AUD this week will be much weaker, because it will be much weaker because some position, the large institution took out some profits and added some weakness on it. So Euro is much stronger than the UAD, so that's why I paired the two pairs. And also to support these, to support that quote report and my technical analysis, if you go to the let me to my FX book, the how the retail traders have positioned themselves on Euro UAD, you can see that a lot of retail traders have shorted. They are on shorts on Euro AUD. That's and it's always safe to stay away from the retail traders. If the retail traders are long on a certain pair, go short. So the on Euro AUD, the retail traders are like over 90 something percent or 80% are on sells on Euro AUD. That's why I'm anticipating that buy on Euro AUD. So that will be my anticipation. So I'm expecting a buzz to go on buys because the retail traders are selling Euro UAD, and their sales are our entries. Their let me say this like this. Their stop loss are our entries. So whenever their stop loss are hit, they are well and good. So because they are selling it, I want to do the opposite. I want to do the opposite. I want to buy it. And you can also support this claim with the quote reports. Quote reports, the large speculators, the market movers have increased their position on the euro. So the euro will be much stronger for this coming week. The euro will be much more of buying according to the pair you have paired it with, and they have increased the weakness on the UAD. So I'm anticipating to take my buys on that zone, and yeah, that's it.